This conference will now be recorded.
So this is what I was explaining yesterday about the module SD and how this training program gives you a project-based understanding with real-time exposure, live customizing and execution, and easy understanding of old version and new version, all latest job requirement related subject knowledge, which gives you a complete understanding of LE logistics execution, which you understand how to set up automation, which is all about the latest market exposure as simple logistics. And with a good understanding of cross functionalities, how FI module, how production module, how materials management, how warehouse management works. So I was explaining this all lively in yesterday's session. So నిన్న ఎస్డి మాడ్యూల్ యొక్క ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఏంటి, అదర్ మాడ్యూల్స్ యొక్క ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది, లేటెస్ట్ జాబ్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ పరంగా ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ బేస్డ్, ఒక రియల్ టైమ్, ఒక లైవ్ కస్టమైజింగ్ ఎక్స్ప్లోజర్ ఏ విధంగా నేర్చుకుంటారు, హౌ టు సెటప్ కంప్లీట్ ఎస్ఏపి సిస్టమ్. ఐ వాజ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ బ్రీఫ్లీ ఒక ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ సేల్ సైకిల్ ఏ విధంగా మీరు నేర్చుకుంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఐ వాజ్ టెలింగ్ ఎస్టర్డే, రైట్? Going forward, I was telling you about a project, how we start taking a client as a project, Grasims, which is into textiles, and ఒక క్లయింట్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏ విధంగా ఉంటుంది, దాన్ని మనం అనలైజింగ్ ఎట్లా చేస్తాము, ఎట్లా డాక్యుమెంట్ చేస్తాము, దాన్ని ఏసేపీ సిస్టంలో ఏ విధంగా కాన్ఫిగర్ చేస్తాము, ఏ విధంగా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తాము. సో హౌ ద ట్రేడింగ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ గోస్ లైవ్లీ with real time live exposure, I was explaining yesterday. So I was showing in the system operating Panasonic's hierarchy. పానాసోనిక్ అనే కంపెనీలో ప్రీవియస్ బ్యాచ్ వాళ్ళకి ఏ విధంగా సెటప్ చేసి ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసినామో, ఐ వాజ్ ఆల్సో ఆపరేటింగ్ హెచ్ఎల్ఎల్. సో కంప్లీట్ సేల్ సైకిల్ you will be understanding today essay, right? So yesterday being our very first interaction, I was made you all understood about the goal of the training program. What is the goal of the training program? How you will be benefited, and how this training program is organized in real time base. This is all I was giving you brief yesterday. So today what we'll do? Today you all will understand the concept of sales cycle, because every trainee should know how the sales flow in a company. ఇప్పుడు డైరెక్ట్గా నేను ఎస్డి మాడ్యూల్లో ఇది ఈ అప్లికేషన్ అంటే ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నావు మీకు అర్థం కాకపోతే మీరు నేర్చుకొని ఏం లాభం? అదే ఒక కంపెనీలో సేల్స్ ఎట్లా ఫ్లో అవుతుంది అని ఒక ఐడియా ఉంటే ఎస్డి మాడ్యూల్లో ఏం కాన్ఫిగర్ చేస్తున్నామని ఒక క్లారిటీ ఉంటుంది. సో విత్ ద క్లారిటీ ఆఫ్ వాట్ యూర్ లెర్నింగ్ విల్ గివ్ యూ మోర్ పాజిటివ్ రిజల్ట్. సో wherever you go outside, the training goes like a suspense thriller movie. ఎందుకు నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం వాడికి అర్థం కాదు, ఏమనంటే లాస్ట్లో చెప్తామంటారు. ఆ లాస్ట్లో ఏం అర్థమవుతుందో ఒకటే చూడాలి చెప్పేది. అదే ఫస్ట్ డేనే ఒక సేల్ సైకిల్ ఆఫ్ క్లారిటీ ట్రైనింగ్కి ఉంటే ఎవ్రీ డే వాట్ ఈజ్ లెర్నింగ్ యూ విల్ గెట్ అ అండర్స్టాండింగ్. ఓకే, ఒక సేల్ సిస్టమ్ని ఎస్ఏపిలో కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయడానికి in SAP how to set up a sales system. It is all about SD. So SD is all about sales cycle. So when you get this clarity, your focus is attentive. So this is what you will get when you learn with me. This is what you need to know when you're learning. Okay, see, when you're started a journey, when you know where you're going, your journey goes very clearly. అంతేగాని పోతూనే ఉంటాము అంటే ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తున్నామో ఐడియా లేకపోతే ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తున్నారు అని ఏం చెప్తారు మీరు ఎవరికన్నా? So please understand the point of purpose why I made this equal. First, the introduction to the training program. Yesterday, you've seen, which gave you a clarity about the goal. Today, understanding of sales cycle, which gives you a focus on what is the module, how to set up. Okay, so I made everything organized very systematically in SQL so that as a trainee, you get the best benefit when you're learning in a comfort zone. That is very important. ఫస్ట్ మనం కంఫర్టబుల్ ఉంటేనే కదా ఎదుటి మనిషి చెప్పేది మనకు అర్థమవుతుంది. So to bring you in a comfort zone, I'm giving you a brief understanding of everything point by point. Done. Now here I say sales cycle. In SAP, the sales cycle is all about O to C, order to cash, which is the output of executing the module SD. Right? So let's see now. So to begin with, first what you need to understand, you need to understand the concept of an outlet. Outlet. Okay. So అవుట్లెట్ కెన్ బి రికగ్నైజ్ ఇన్ హౌ మెనీ నేమ్స్. ఒక అవుట్లెట్ ని మనం ఎన్ని రకాల పేర్లతోటి పలకొచ్చు. అవుట్లెట్ యూ కెన్ సీ యాజ్ డీలర్. అవుట్లెట్ యూ కెన్ సీ యాజ్ distributor. Outlet you can see as wholesaler. Outlet you can see as retailer. Outlet you can see as e-com. Okay, so when you are going for a shopping, you may go to any one among the source. Company to company, the naming may vary. I want to buy a mobile. Where I go? I may go to a dealer, I may go to a distributor, wholesaler, or retailer, or e-com, online that is. I want to buy a car. I am going to a dealer, that's all. Or e-com, online website, you may. But for cars, we don't have retailer, distributor, wholesalers. So according to the company, the outlet naming. So I'm giving you all the naming understanding. No confusion, please. Who is going to outlet? Who is going to outlet? Customer, who's nothing but a business partner to the company. A customer is going to an outlet for what? See, what is sales cycle? Day-to-day common life, we go to an outlet to buy something. సో మనం ఒక అవుట్లెట్కి వెళ్ళి ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ని కొంటున్నాము అంటే ఎన్ని యాక్టివిటీస్ పార్టిసిపేట్ అవుతున్నవి, కంపెనీ యొక్క ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఎన్ని సోర్సెస్ త్రూ పార్టిసిపేట్ అవుతున్నాయి ఒక సేల్స్ కాల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయడానికి అన్నది యువర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ హియర్. దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ సేల్స్ సైకిల్. ఓకే, సో కస్టమర్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు అన్ అవుట్లెట్ ఫర్ వాట్? కస్టమర్ దేనికోసం వెళ్తారు అవుట్లెట్కి? ఫర్ అ product. Customer is going to an outlet for a product. So what he looks in from a product? Customer looks in from a product. What is the price? Any offers? Any schemes, etc. So a customer is going to an outlet for a particular product where he is looking out for price, offers, and schemes. Done. Then once he get convinced with the price, కస్టమర్ ఒక అవుట్లెట్కి వెళ్తున్నాడు ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ గురించి దాని ప్రైస్ ఆఫర్ స్కీమ్ అన్ని చూసి వన్స్ హీ గెట్ కన్విన్స్ దెన్ హీ రైజ్ అన్ సేల్స్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్, మేబీ అన్ ఎంక్వైరీ, మేబీ a quotation, maybe an order. For example, think he is raising an order. That is all about sales transaction. So when you raise a sales transaction, system should show the availability. During the sales order, system should show the product availability, right? So customer is going to an outlet. Think you are a customer, you've been to an outlet for a product, you got convinced the price and everything, right? You're raising an order. At the time of order, system should show that product availability. Stock unda leda. Availability is all about stock. Yes, stock is there. And with reference to the stock confirmation, you confirm your order. So with reference to your order, the delivery note will be raised. That is for delivery purpose. At the time of delivery, system should give you date of delivery. Sir, what is the difference between availability and date of delivery? ఇప్పుడు అమెజాన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకోండి. మీరు అమెజాన్ వెబ్సైట్లో లాగిన్ అయ్యి ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ చూస్తున్నారు అంటే దాని స్టాక్ ఉందా లేదా చూపిస్తుంది, బాగుంది. బట్ వెన్ యూ ఫైనలీ గివ్ యువర్ postal details, then it will tell you exactly when it will reach you. For example, you give address of say Chennai or Hyderabad, you may get in 1 or 2 days deliveries. But you give address of Anantapur, you'll exactly get at least 1 or 2 days extra more required. Right? So understand the logic here. Availability is what is the stock in the company. Date of delivery when it is reachable to you. నేను చూసారు కదా, when I was showing you the sales order, system was showing the availability, but shipping లో క్లిక్ చేస్తే బ్రేక్ ఈవెన్, product available date, loading date, delivery date, it is giving a break even. So availability comes from inventory, date of delivery comes from warehouse management, and once this is confirmed, then the bill. All right, so that's the flow of understanding how it works. Clear? So how many modules you see? Let us talk general departments. First departments అర్థం చేసుకుందాం. Departments are nothing but modules here. Okay, sales department ante SD module, finance department ante FI module, like that. So in this customer, let me change the color. Customer, a customer is reference to sales department, a customer is referring to finance department, right? Because sales department need to whom they sell, finance department need a customer from whom they collect the payment. Product, manufacturing point of view, inventory point of view, warehouse point of view, sales point of view, accounting point. ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ని మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేయాలా, దాని స్టాక్ మెయింటైన్ చేయాలా, దాని ఎక్స్టర్నల్ స్టాక్ మెయింటైన్ చేయాలా, దాన్ని అమ్మాలా, దాని ప్రోడక్ట్ కాస్టింగ్ అకౌంటింగ్ పరంగా చూడాలి. సో ప్రోడక్ట్ యు సీ ఇన్వాల్వింగ్ దిస్ మెనీ మాడ్యూల్స్, దిస్ మెనీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్. Then availability comes from where? Inventory. Date of delivery comes from where? Warehouse. Billing happens in SD but interface with finance, ఎందుకంటే పేమెంట్ ఫైనాన్స్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో వెళ్ళి ఫిగర్ అవుట్ అవ్వాలి కదా. Outlet is all about SD. So here sales is all about SD, finance is all about FI module, manufacturing is all about production planning, inventory materials management, warehouse WM, sales SD, accounting FI. So that's the reason even yesterday I was saying you learn complete SD module with FI integration, production planning, materials management, warehouse management. It is all about understanding of cross functionalities. Okay, so when you understand the flow, you will get every best clarity of the business process. So when I say sales cycle, it is all about sales. So you can recollect, for example, you purchase some television. You as a customer been to an outlet, selected the product, got convinced with the price and offers, then you raise an order, then the showroom person check the availability in the store, how much stock is there. When you confirm your order, by the time it reach your door, how much time it takes, date of delivery, then you confirm and the billing was happened. This is what is done, right? ఇదే ప్రాసెస్ని మనం ఎస్ఏపి సిస్టంలో సెటప్ చేయడం is all about SD. So with this clarity, when you learn, you will understand what you're learning. When you understand what you're learning, you can speak very clearly. The way you speak, opposite person understand what is your command on the subject. All right. Now we'll see the same process in the system now, so that you'll get again the best understanding of the output what I want to show. Even yesterday also I was showing. Once again I am running the cycle for your easy understanding. Just wait. Screen is off. Kindly wait, everybody. Now, what I was writing on the board, the same thing, if you customized in the SAP system, if you execute that, it should reflect same. Let us have a comparative statement now. Okay. So, what it's all about the sales cycle, right? Outlet. What happens in outlet? Customer, product, order, availability, date of delivery, conclusion of the sales transaction. Simple. Let's see. So VA01, I take example of Panasonic. Panasonic sales location. The outlet as offline store, product line as electronics and communication. I'm creating a sales order for whom? For my customer. Who is my customer? My customer, Mr. John. Of what? Material Panasonic 100. Of how much quantity? 1. System should give the break even of the price 59,000. But what is the break even of this? Why 59,000? Actual cost is 60,000. Deducting the discount, adding up the freight, it is 59,000. Right? That is what you have seen. Customer is going to an outlet. In outlet, raising an order, selecting a product and offers and schemes. Where can I see these offers and schemes now here? See. Actual price is 60,000 on which 5% discount, 3,000 less, 57,000 on which there were handling charges 59,000. Done. Now when this product is available in the sales order, it should show the availability. Inventory. Inventory is all about procurement. So on 26th it is available for shipment. So today is what? 16th. It is giving you the date of delivery on 26th. That is availability. And date of delivery, what is the break even between 16th to 26th? See, material available on date, same date is getting loaded, same date is getting delivered. Now you see in your Amazon, you see it says shipping, shipping, but when the time it is receivable to you, the seller will locate it somewhere nearby only, and within one night the entire process will move. See here, స్టాక్ అవైలబుల్ ఈ కస్టమర్కి ప్రోడక్ట్ డెలివర్ చేయడానికి 26కి స్టాక్ వస్తుంది, అదే రోజు లోడింగ్ అవుతుంది, అదే రోజు డెలివరీ షెడ్యూల్. That's the understanding here. And the billing cycle will go. So customer, product identity, pricing, availability, date of delivery, everything you saw in the screen. So and everything it is all set for Panasonic. So we are going to start the same process for the Grassims, which is into textile base. You can take Grassims, you can take Raymonds. They are, both are SAP implemented. We'll take one textile based company, or we'll take Zara. It is also one textile based company. Very easily understandable. These are SAP implemented companies. We'll take any one of the company as we go in the further days. Because again, if the company what we want to take, if that is been used by somebody already, we'll take some other company. Done. So this is all about understanding of sales cycle, how it works. So what we was understanding on the board, the same you could see in the SAP screen. Now what is our next point you need to understand? Now understood the goal of the training program, how it works real time, how it is organized live, how it is designed like a project. You got all this clarity. And today you all understood how the sales flow in a company, that is sales cycle. So what all the knowledge required to start before, you all are organized now. So after the class, when you play the recording of yesterday's and today's, you will get to understand the both. Fine. Now what next you need to have? You need to know SAP terms, terminology. See, when you, when if you, for example, did you notice any time when two doctors are talking, they speak in medical terms? Did you notice any time when two, what you say, um, law practitioners talking, that is, two lawyers talking, they speak in terms of sections because that's their professional terminology. When two SAP consultants are talking, they need to speak the SAP terminology. So, subject is not the only knowledge. Subject ఒకటే కాదు, మనం మాట్లాడే విధానం తోటి కూడా ఎదుటి మనిషికి అర్థమవుతుంది he is a professional or he is just trying to act like a professional. So here in my training program, you learn the subject, you learn the professional terms, you learn real time, you learn live. That means you are going to board into a running train. So ఒక రన్నింగ్ ట్రైన్లోకి ఎక్కాలి అంటే you should have that expertise to get into. The same way, by putting on 3 plus or 4 years of experience when you are addressing a interviewer or a client, definitely he sees some profession. He need to see some professionalism in you. సో నిజంగా మీరు వర్క్ చేస్తుంటే ఇవన్నీ మీకు తెలుస్తుంది. సబ్జెక్ట్ ఒక్కటే కాదు. దెర్ ఆర్ కేసెస్ వేర్ పీపుల్, సార్ నన్ను ఏం క్వశ్చన్ అడగలేదు, పంపించేసినాడు. ఏం అడగకముందే మీ సంగతి ఏంటో వానికి అర్థమైపోయింది. సో హౌ బ్యాడ్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఇట్ ఈస్. సార్ నన్ను ఏం క్వశ్చన్ అడగకముందే నా ఇంటర్వ్యూ అయిపోయింది అంటాడు వాడు. అడగకముందే మీ గురించి వాడికి అర్థమైపోతే వాడు మిమ్మల్ని ఏం అడుగుతాడు వాడు. సో ప్రజెంటేషన్ ఆల్సో మ్యాటర్స్ అ లాట్. The way we speak, opposite person can understand. If you ask me, when somebody knocks the door and gets into my cabin, I can understand what is he. Forget about interview. At least my trainee should not face that situation. So you need to understand the terminology now. What is terminology, sir? You may have a question. So let's see on that. Now, entire talk in the SAP environment lands in three words: client, consultant, service provider. So client, consultant, and service provider. Now, who is the client for us? What we are going to take as a client? What we are going to take as a client? Client is the company where we are implementing SAP. So we plan to take what as a client? Grasims, which is into textile based company, which is a part of Aditya Birla group. Now, who is implementing SAP into some service provider, maybe TCS, maybe IBM? I say TCS. So TCS is the service provider who is implementing SAP into Grasims. And on behalf of TCS, you, the consultant, who is consultant? That is you, will be addressing Grasim. For what? To understand the requirement. What? Grasims as a company, they are into what? They are into textiles, they are into ready-mades, they are into materials, they are into kids wear, they are into men's wear, they are into women's wear, and they have their product line circulated across the country, and where their production needs are there, how their sales system is organized, what is their costing of the product in the South India, in North India, if online how they are reachable, if through showrooms how they are reachable. So understanding the client requirement, how he wants they all to be set up in SAP. Understanding, then analyzing the requirement, then documenting the requirement. What we document? How many dealers are there? How many distributors are there? How many wholesalers are there? What are their products? How their sales system is organized? How their pricing system is? How their transportation system? How their billing system? And how the manpower? Just wait, the screen is getting refreshed. Kindly wait, everybody. Please wait. The screen is getting refreshed. Okay. So how the manpower, that is employees, that is sales employees, I need to document all how many employees are there, how their pricing system, how their sales system, how their products, how their transportation system, etc. So after a document, you need to set up the same in SAP system. That is all about customizing. So after you customize, you need to integrate. Integration is all about what? The sales guy will customize SD module, finance guy will customize finance module integration, and production integration with SD, and WM integration with SD, inventory integration with SD. So information flow should be configured, sales cycle. Then your end user execution. To execute, before the end user executes, we need to run the test cases. Just now I've shown you, even yesterday also I've shown you creation of order, how the finance interface in pricing, how production interface, which plant stock, how warehouse interface with date of delivery, how inventory interface with the stock availability, and how this all happens in the sales system during the sales. So when you understand this all, your entire talk, I'm working for a service provider, addressing a client as a consultant. So entire terminology what we speak is in these three words only. Okay, you'll experience how we go. Fine. Now you all understood the goal of the training program. You all understood the method of the training program. You all understood the concept of sales cycle. You all understood the terminology of SAP. It lies in which stages: client, consultant, and the service provider. Now, think now we are starting the project. When you are starting a project, what you do? Whenever we start a project, startup of a project, whenever we start a project, we divide the client infrastructure into two parts. Part one, part two. Project into two parts. Part one is all about main data. Part two is all about transactional data. Sir, what is main data? What is transactional data? You may ask me. In SAP terms, the main data is all about master data. What is transactional data? In SAP or general, the same. Transactions we do in three stages: sales, shipping, billing. So before we work on the transaction side, we need to set up the understanding of master data. So to set up the master data itself, it takes almost a month for us, because the main infrastructure is all about master data. When master data is set, the transaction can be executable. So what come under master data? This should be your doubt. So what come under master data? What are the status we have on master data? You all will understand very briefly in our next session. Okay. Yesterday it was the first introduction session. Today it is second introduction session. Now the third session we are going to start understanding on master data, the status what we have, and one by one we are going to pick up and start working in the system. It goes very informatively, very detailedly. Only master data itself we do more than month because main people do hardly in 2 weeks, but it's a huge. You learn very detailedly, very briefly how it works. Okay, so what is master data? You'll understand, and sales, shipping, billing. As a term, you got the clarity. Sales, the sales process, shipping, the delivery, billing is for the conclusion of sales. So master data is base for the transactions. So project we divide into two parts. So first part of our training program is master data. Second part of our training program is transaction data. And our client we are going to take as Grassins. So for the client Grassins, you will understand the process of master data begin with from Monday. And as we go, once we complete this setup, then we go to the transaction. All right, everybody. So do collect the recording from the coordinator and go through yesterday's and today's. Next session will be on Monday, 7:30 a.m. And please manage your time. Morning 7:30 if you are attending the class. Evening you should plan for practicing because if you are working after the class you leave to your work. If you're not working after the class, start working, picking up the recording and work on it. And do join with the same meeting link Monday morning 7:30 a.m. And point one, please ask for my Skype ID. I'll be available on Skype all the time except this sleeping hours and key meeting hours. Whenever you have any doubt, you can feel free to ping me on Skype. That's the way I'm helpful for my trainees because WhatsApp is not allowed at my workplace. Skype, you can collect my Skype ID from the organizer, send me an ad request so that you will be in my contact. Every day you'll get the recording over there and you can chat or you can ask for a call back. And I'll call you once I'm free. I'll text you what time I'm going to. It goes very interactively post session. Don't worry about that. And ask for SAP server access because it takes some time to get the server access set up. So during the weekend, if you are organized with the server setup, then after Monday or Tuesday when we start the practicality, you can also practice on the assignments what I give. So understand if I take 1 hour session, it keeps you busy for not less than 3 to 4 hours. So this 2.5 months of course duration, don't keep any other activity. If you're working, just work and rest of the time keep learning on what I teach. After 2.5 months, it may take some time for you to groom up. Was by 3 or 4 months, you will be ready. 2.5 months, I'll be doing the course. After that, 1 month at least, you need to groom yourself. Then, if you start applying, you can crack an interview very easily. So, you should plan. I'm planning for you. Why don't you plan for yourself? So, simply you follow my guidelines. You will learn a very good subject. When you learn a very good subject, your focus is clear. When your focus is clear, your vision is attentive. సో మనకి ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ పైన కమాండ్ వచ్చి ఉంటే మనం మాట్లాడే దానిపైన ఒక క్లారిటీ ఉంటుంది. మనం మాట్లాడే దానిపైన ఒక క్లారిటీ ఉంటే ఎదుటి మనిషికి ఒక కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వస్తుంది మీ పైన. అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ ద ప్లస్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ విన్నింగ్ ఎ జాబ్. So along with the subject, you will get all this focus also. Because just right click, left click, move on. No, that is not the knowledge. Domain, functionality, and setup. Domain means the sales process. Functionality is business requirement. Setup in SAP how to do. So I'm playing a client role for you, telling you how the requirements. I'm playing a consultant role for you as a as a trainer. I'll be playing an end user role for you to show you the output. So client requirements ఏ విధంగా ఉంటాయి. As a trainer, I am playing a consultant role for you, teaching you how to set up. As a trainer, I am playing an end user role for you, showing you the output. So please focus and learn accordingly. All right. So thank you all and see you on Monday with the same link, same meeting link, 7:30 a.m. That is our regular session timing. Morning session cheste, evening practice cheyala. Manage your time. If sessions are happening in the evening, you should manage your practice in the morning. If sessions are happening in the morning, you should manage your practice in the evening. సో మన బ్యాట్ స్కెడ్యూల్ మార్నింగ్ కాబట్టి ఈవినింగ్ మీ ప్రాక్టీస్ మేనేజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో ఒక వ్యక్తి రెండు టైంని డెడికేట్ చేసుకోవాలి మార్నింగ్ ఈవినింగ్. వన్ ఫర్ సెషన్, వన్ ఫర్ ప్రాక్టీస్. సో మార్నింగ్ ఈజ్ అవర్ సెషన్ టైం. దిస్ ఇస్ పర్మనెంట్, ఇది చేంజ్ అవ్వదు. ఈవినింగ్ షుడ్ బి a ప్రాక్టీస్ టైం. దట్ ఈస్ you decide 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. or it's up to you. But make sure you work. All right. So thanks for joining and have a great time and see you all on Monday morning at 7:30 a.m.